Oh no. Listen to what your body needs today. Make it as gentle as you need it. All right. And I will obviously try and find your edge and ask you to find your edge. But at the same time, you also need to listen to your body, know where you are today. You're welcome to use as many props as that you have at hand, including the wall, including a chair. So if you find that a chair is useful for you, if you find that you don't feel stable in a warrior pose, you can use a chair to stabilize you. So, and you're still standing, it's just having that stability there. So please, like I said, as always, I always say, do what you need to do for your body today. And this is your hour, your time that you're giving yourself to leave everything at the door, including the ego, including the ego. Or say it again, let's include the ego on that. Right? And just do what you can and be accepting of that. Maybe you don't like it, fine. Just accept it and work with it. Because as we step out this door, there are many things that will be hard to accept, many things that will be hard to tolerate. But it usually starts within first. If you can accept who you are, where you've come from, then maybe we could accept people where they are, even though we have no idea where they may have come from. So let's begin this practice just with this idea of acceptance. All right? Not necessarily that we like it, but just understanding that we are here for a reason. So finding yourself in a comfortable seated position. If you're in easy pose, I always say using a block to lift the hips is super important. If you're a lightning bolt like myself, you're welcome to use a block so that you're not putting too much pressure on the knees. You're welcome to have straps and use straps at any time if it helps in a practice or a pose. And water. Allow yourself to hydrate, but again, in yoga, we do a lot of bends, forward folds. So just be mindful of how much you take in at a time. Small sips. So, and again, welcome to everyone on Facebook and Zoom. Thank you for being here. Thank you for applying trust. So once you've found that comfortable seated position, sitting up tall, noticing the position of your spine, your posture, lifting up to the top of the head. Feel the sit bones comfortably located on your block or the chair or the mat. And lifting up nice and tall, arms come up, reach up. You can close the eyes as the palms come down onto the lap in whichever position is comfortable for you, palms up or down, a mudra if you prefer, meditation mudra, peace mudra, water mudra, different elements with each finger. Begin to breathe in through the nose and see if you can exhale out the nose completely. Focus on the breath. We're going to begin with Ujjayi breathing, our pranayama for the day. Ujjayi breathing, also known as wave breathing, helps us to focus the mind inward. Beginning by breathing in through the nose, exhaling completely. The breath is through the nose only. On your inhale, lift the tip of the tongue to the upper palate. On your exhale, see if you can slide the tip of the tongue further back towards the throat. You will feel a slight constriction of the throat. The sound of your breath will be emphasized. You'll feel the air swirling in the back of the throat. Practitioners of this breath sometimes will have a wheezing sound as they bring the tip of the tongue further back. That sound is on the intake and on the exhale. Focus on this breath, removing all of your thoughts. Directing the mind inward. The breath is primary. All poses are secondary. Finding acceptance where you are. Throughout the entire practice. Knowing that the breath should flow effortlessly, with ease. At any time you need to rest, please do. Shavasana, child's pose. And even for those practitioners who are more veterans of yoga, even a down dog. Inhaling arms and out, lifting up, reaching up. Exhaling palms forward, extending down towards the floor, reaching as far forward as is comfortable for you. It may not be very far, that's fine. Again, accepting where you are. Breathe. Walk your hands to the right. Stretching the left side of your body. Walk hands to center and then over to the left, stretching the right side of the body. Back to center, walking your hands back towards you. If you're easy pose, switching the position of your feet. We'll do this one more time. Inhaling up, reach up. Really extend through the side of the body, the spine. Exhale forward. One more time, walking. Hands as far forward as is comfortable in this position. Again, it is different. Walking hands to the right. Stretch the left hip out, further away. Bring hands back to center. And then over to the left. Stretching the right hip out. Breathe. Back to center. And walk hands back to your body. Lifting up, shoulders up, nice and high. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position. We're going to do our neck rotations and wrist rotations. So shoulders up and back, lifting up tall. Exhale, chin to chest. Gently on your inhale towards one shoulder. And again, it may start off only 2 or 3 inches. Eventually, it may come all the way to the shoulder. Exhaling to center and inhaling to the other side. You're welcome to stay in a spot that feels tension or just flow with the breath. Exhaling center, inhaling to a shoulder. On your next exhale, chin to chest. Arms come up, lift the chin, palms come together. Elbows come together. Breathe. Notice the shoulders, notice the hands, not boxing the hands. Breathe, pressing the palms together, the forearms together. Create a nice big circle with the hands rotating at the wrists. And reverse. Exhale, wrists come forward, extend the arms, shoulders come down and away from the ears. Inhale, lift, reaching up. Exhale, hands come down. Lift the heart, feel a gentle back bend here. Breathe. Inhale, walk the hands forward to the knees. We're going to gently come out of our easy pose or lightning bolt, or if you're already in extended length of the leg, you're welcome to do that. You're welcome to place any sort of padding underneath the knees or the ankles, depending on what you need, so that you're not locking your knees or you're supporting ankles. Lifting up tall, knees back toes. Press through the heel, feel the stretch in the hamstring. Press your hands to the floor. Depending on your proportions, you might be able to lift up a little bit taller. Breathe. And relax. Bring the hands back a little bit further. And gently just relax the legs, allowing the feet to flop side to side. Notice how the ankles feel, the knees feel, the hips feel. Lifting up the heart, opening up the lungs, point and flex your toes. Again, notice how the ankles feel, how the feet feel, how the toes feel. Open wide the toes. And then begin a rotation of the ankle, coming all the way around, as if you're making a huge circle with your big toe. Notice there should be no pain in your wrist. Adjust as you need to. Keep lifting your heart and breathing, and rotate in the other direction. And relax, deep breath in. Bending your knees. We're going to do gently windshield wiper the hips. Again, bending the knees, noticing how they're feeling as well. Take your time. Go as slow as you want. Bringing the feet together. The knees will come apart. You're welcome to sit on a block for this. This is bound angle. Opening up gently. You're welcome to sit on a blanket if you don't have a block. Pillows. And see about bringing the heels a little bit closer to you. It's a little different today. Opening up here. And gently just move ever so slightly the knees up and down. You start to assess the hips, the inner groin, inner thigh muscles. Sitting up tall, finding that good posture. Breathe. And press the knees down as far as is comfortable for you. Actively working the legs here. So lifting tall. And relax. Breathe. Extend just the right leg out. Left leg is in. We're going to do some side bends. So we're centered now to our pelvis. What we're going to do is we're going to bend the torso or twist the torso towards the bent leg, so towards the left leg. The heart is in line with that left knee. And if you're using a strap, I would place it onto the extended foot. Right. And if you're not using a strap, the hand will begin to slide on the inner side of the extended leg. The heart still is pointing towards that bent knee. And then we're going to slowly slide that right arm down towards the right foot. Breathe. You're welcome to even use a block if you'd like to rest that right arm onto something. Stretching through your left side, left hip. Breathe. Maybe the arm extends up. If it's too much for the shoulder, you're welcome to bind it behind you, like so, bending that elbow. Or if you can extend over and towards that right foot. Try and keep the heart lifted. Good. Breath. Breathe. Maybe focus on Ujjayi breathing. Couple more breaths. Try and relax. Slowly come up, heart still. He's trying to point in the direction of that bent knee. Lifting up, deep breath in, and unwind back to center. Breathe. We're going to now twist towards the extended leg, your right foot. You're welcome to use a strap here if you'd like as well. We're going to come forward, heart reaching towards the right foot. Slowly walking hands only as far forward as is comfortable for you. You're even welcome to use blocks at any point if you find this is it for you. Keep breathing. Maybe focus on the Ujjayi breathing. And once you've found your edge, try to relax. Use the exhale to allow the shoulders to drop, to allow the legs to relax, the hands. Breathe. Slowly, you're going to begin to lift the head, extend the spine. Heart still is in line with the right foot. Lifting up, take your time, then unwind. Back to center. And switch legs. So first, just lift up, bring the knees together, windshield wiper out of this. You'll feel the tension being released in the back. And then bring the right foot in towards your groin, towards the left side. And extend the left leg out. Have a strap ready, have a block ready. Find yourself centered to the pelvis. Deep breath in. We're going to twist towards the bent knee. Heart now aligned with that right knee. Breathe. Strap, if you use one, can be placed on that left foot. And slowly, we're going to come down towards the left foot. The heart still reaching towards the right knee. Breathe. Again, the movement on each side can be very different. Accepting this. Appreciating the move and the stretch you do get. And once you found your edge, maybe lifting the arm, maybe binding it behind you, or maybe extending it over. Breathe. It can be intense. Relax your hands, relax the legs if you can. At least relax the face. Focus on your breath. Maybe Ujjayi breathing will help. On your next inhale, we'll slowly start to lift the head. Find the spine lengthening, reaching up. Still heart aligned with the right knee. And then slowly coming to center. Breathe. Exhale. We're going to twist now and align the heart with the left foot. Notice the movement of the waist, the hips, the sit bones are still in the same spot. Exhale, we're going to come forward towards the left foot. Bringing heart and belly down closer. Using a strap or a block as you need it. Breathe. A very different stretch here. You'll feel this more in the leg, in the hamstring, and more in the lower back. Once you found your edge, begin to relax the body as much as possible and focus on the breath. Slowly begin to lift just the head. Begin to notice the spine and the alignment. And keeping the heart extending and aligned with that left foot. Lift up tall. Unwind back to center. Notice how the spine feels, how the shoulders are feeling. You're going to begin to bring in the left knee up and windshield wiper those knees. And trying to release as much tension as you feel in the back of the knees and the thighs. And one more seated position. We're going to come into what's called fire log. This can be very tough. We'll need as many blocks probably as possible. You may need to sit on a block. I can show you first, and then since we haven't done this since last year, probably. We'll just use this as a little workshop. So what it is that and again, it may not even happen. It could be that we have blocks all around us just to get into something of this code. And eventually, maybe with progress, the lower legs will stack. If you recall, ankles will align with the knees. Breathe. This is where blocks will come in use. So when you have space, put them there. If the ankle won't come to a knee, place it there, for example. All right. So the first thing I want to do before you try and come into this, I want you to just open up a little bit more with a windshield wiper. Really start to loosen up the hips. All right, because this is a deep hip stretch. All right, this will stretch your hips. You might even feel a little wobbly if you get up after a pose like this. All right, so just focus on just trying to stretch out the thighs, the hip muscle. All right, so you see these previous stretches were for a reason. Take your time. All right, so once you feel just a little bit, I mean, it'll take a while probably to get completely flexed. Then we're going to bring that left leg under and just see if you can place that left lower leg parallel to the top of your mat. This on? Okay. Yeah, parallel to your side of your mat, the front of your mat, so that this leg is fairly parallel. Now, you may immediately notice, okay, I've got a leg lifted. I'm just going to put a block right there just to support it while I'm trying to get into this. And then eventually you might start releasing some of these props. This next leg can come and extend forward. Just notice where the knee is. See if the knee can come over the ankle. So the right knee over the left ankle. There. Just slowly start to bend that right knee. And see where it comes. And accept where it comes. I mean, it could be right there. And then we start to lift. Placing it there. We're coming into this very slow, very progressively, so that you know where your edge is. You may already be feeling the hip stretch. You might even slide that block a little bit closer. And you may say, okay, this is it. Because if you start finding yourself holding your breath, then back off, come back up a little. And you know, your breath is telling you, not just your body, when you should probably just hold right there so that you can focus on the breath, keep breathing. Okay? You might even slide that a little bit closer, maybe the heel touches the other knee. And then if you're ready, you might lift it up a little higher. Don't even bring it over the knee yet, okay? Just bring it higher, assuming that's where you're trying to go. Notice how you feel. Make sure both hip bones are on the mat or your block. Right, and then maybe sliding the ankle onto the knee. Now at this point you might find that the left knee is too high and you may just move the block away in order to start allowing this. You might find you have space here. This is where you can place that block, whatever height, 2 blocks, whatever you need. I can bring you blocks if you need them. Okay? And then just sit here and allow yourself to breathe through this. Because eventually with time and gravity, it will drop even a little bit. All right? Taking your time. We may not go any further today because there are deeper poses of this. As we bend forward, for example, coming forward onto it. So we can stay right here. And just notice how the sides of your leg are feeling. Your knees should have no pain. Again, remember, there should never be pain. You may feel parts of your body you didn't realize had connections for different types of stretching that you were not aware of, maybe even in the front, the hip flexors, where there's that stretch of the hip flexors if the knees are bending at this 90 degrees. Take your time there, breathe. Maybe focus on that ujjayi breath. Couple more breaths. Slowly begin to lift up. Nice and tall, good posture, shoulders up and back. Maybe use the same method as you came in to come out, moving those blocks away with the leg on it, progressively moving out of this pose. You're welcome to, even once you've relieved any pressure on your lower leg, to just move that lower leg forward. Slowly begin to extend the legs and notice how they feel. Take a deep breath in, exhale out the mouth. On the next inhale, bringing in the right leg. Again, think about making it fairly parallel to the front or side of your mat. Adjusting and bringing blocks in as you need them. You're even welcome to sit on a block if you find you need to with this side. Each side is unique, so accepting that. And when you're ready, extending the left leg. Using the blocks to help you, begin to walk the leg in so that the knee is over that right ankle. And slowly, maybe bring that ankle onto a block. Sliding that block in closer towards the knee. Again, adjusting so that your left knee is over the right ankle. Again, take your time, progressively come through this. And then maybe bringing the ankle onto the knee. Here you may find it's more difficult on this side, a little bit tougher, so just adjust as you need to. Listen to the body. Focus on your breath. We hold this a little bit longer, only because it takes us long to get into it, if you haven't done this in a while. Again, you can stay right here. If you know the deep version, you're welcome to come into it. Otherwise, just slowly breathe through this stretch. Feel the sides. Coming forward only if comfortable. This version opens up the back of the pelvis and deepens the stretch of the outer hips, outer thigh. Breathe. Focus on your breath. Slowly begin to lift the head if it is down. Begin to extend the spine, reaching up. Shoulders back. Using the same method to come out, maybe a block. Breathe. Take it step by step. Take it slowly. extending the legs only when you're ready. I admit I haven't done that one in a while either. Extend into staff pose. All right, and releasing the legs. So just bring your hands back and allow those feet to sway side to side. Allow the thighs to completely relax there. Even the belly can sway. Now we're going to come into our tabletop. So swing the legs around, bending them, coming into your tabletop. You're going to come into cat-cow. First, finding your neutral spine. And gently move, again, sway the hips side to side, even gently back and forth. And this is another counter pose for that super deep hip stretch. And then placing the tops of your feet into the mat, opening wide the fingers, wrists are right under the shoulders. Begin to lift the belly into cat, chin to chest, extending the arms and shoulders. Your tailbone automatically drops. Inhaling to neutral and exhaling to cow. Dropping the belly, chin lifts, tailbone automatically lifts, but don't force it. Inhaling to neutral, exhaling to cat. Continuing with your breath. Coming back to neutral, curling the toes under, and gently pressing the hips back and forth, opening up your toes. Again, you're welcome to have cushion under the wrists, but we're not going to stay here too much longer. Coming forward, we're going to come into either puppy dog or down dog, whichever one it is you need today. Puppy dog, you come onto your elbows, palms are down, and then the heart drops, tailbone lifts. For those who wish to come into down dog, nice wide fingers, pointer finger parallel to the side of the mat. Curls, the toes are curled under, and your core begins to engage. Tailbone begins to lift, knees come off the mat, extending the spine. Heart drops low, eyes look at your ankles or your shins. Walk the dog, bending one knee at a time, extending the other leg. Anytime you need a break, please do. Adding cushion under the wrists anytime you need to. You can even double up your mat in that area. And coming down on your knees, right knees, uncurl the toes, child's pose. Press back, hips to heels, using blocks as you need them. Relax the wrists. One more time, down dog or puppy dog. Coming forward, knees come in slightly. Curl the toes under, engage your core. Engage the knuckles to the floor. Lift the hips. Press the heels up as high as you can. Lifting the tailbone. And then, keeping the tailbone high, bring the heels down as low as you can. Breathe, heart comes a little bit lower. Allow the head to hang. Come forward for plank. You're welcome to bring knees to the floor immediately. Finding your plank. Holding it here, core is strong, shoulders back. Allow the body to drop to the floor. Coming into Sphinx. Elbows come under the shoulders. Palms are back down on the floor. Lifting the heart, shoulders come back, chin comes parallel to the floor. Any sensitivity in the lower back, you can widen your feet. Exhale, back down. Bring hands underneath the shoulders, elbows by the ribs for Cobra. Baby Cobra, press the feet, tops of the feet into the mat, engaging the legs, knees will come off the floor. And then slowly lift the heart, shoulders back. Breathe. Exhale back down. We're coming into your plank or half plank. So prepare yourself, palms are wide, pressing knees to the floor for half plank, curling toes under for full plank. On your exhale, lift up. Deep breath in, again, half plank if you like. You're going to curl the toes under and come into your down dog or just come into puppy dog. Walk the feet to the hands. Coming to the top of your mat, bending the knees, gently moving the hips side to side. Take your time. When you're ready, we're going to be into prepare posture, bringing hands maybe to the knees, and then begin to extend the legs a little bit. Head, torso is parallel to the floor. Take a deep breath here. On your inhale, arms come out, reverse swan dive. Reaching up, lifting. Exhale. Sun seating, easy standing pose. Shoulders up and back and forward. All right, ready? We're going to come right back down. Inhale, upward salute, lifting up, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands come to knees for prepare posture. If we're going to come into forward fold, if you need to bend the knees, please do. Exhale, allow the hands to drop maybe a little bit lower. Finding the pressure on your foot to be equally from the front to the back. So adjusting the position of your hips and then gently allow the head to hang. Using a block if you need to. Breathe. Take your time, walk the knees, bending and extending one at a time. Nice long stretch of your back. Just bending the knees. And when you're ready, we're going to come up one last time, reaching up, reverse swan dive. Breathe. And then I'm going to have you bring your right leg, bring it around, pivot on the left, arms come out, wide legs here, good. And then hands come to the hips, and we're going to rotate the left foot over. Right foot just slightly. Breathe. We're going to bring, again, we're going to bring the left arm out, right arm out, excuse me. Right arm out. And the left arm comes to your back. Now begin to bring the heart over to the left side. Breathe. Try and keep the legs still. I'm mirroring you, and you're trying to be exactly what I'm doing. Just do one side. There we go. Breathe. So this is a twist, standing twist. Deep breath in. Bring the extended arm in front of you up and reach up. This is a balanced pose, so just be mindful here. Lifting up. Exhale, hands come down. Unwind. Bring the hips back. Feet forward, toes forward. Now you can mirror me. All right. So we're going to bring the left foot around, right foot adjusts slightly. There we go, good. Hips are forward. Deep breath in. You're going to lift up the left arm. Breathe. And then we're going to twist the heart around to the right side. Breathe, extending the left arm forward. You feel this twist. Try and keep the feet pointed gently forward. Try not to torque the knees. Bring the arm up. So left arm is reaching up. Lift the heart, slight back bend. Keep the feet stable. Keep the hips stable. Exhale, hands come down, unwind, bring the toes forward towards me. And nice and wide. Deep breath in. Good. Exhale everything out. Arms come up. We're going to point the toes towards the TV. Bring the feet together. Exhale, down into a forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you can, as is comfortable. Pressing one foot back, then the other. Drop it down for half plank. All the way down to the floor. You're going to bring the hands by the hips, palms are up. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Engage the legs, kneecaps come up. Now, you're welcome to come into Sphinx or Cobra. This is going to be half lotus, just the upper body. So, and that means we'll be lifting the arm and then bringing the shoulders back, lifting the upper body. Now, if this is painful for the back, sensitive for the back, you're welcome to just bring the hands right underneath the shoulders and support the upper body with your arms. Otherwise, half lotus, really engage the legs, the glutes, the quads, and then lift the torso. Reach back with the fingers, holding here for a few breaths, and when you're ready, coming down. Exhale, come down, deep breath in, and roll onto your back. Have a strap ready. If you have one, would like to use one. Going to bring both knees in, wind release pose. Squeeze the thighs in towards the belly. extend the left leg down. This is our recline twist. If you have a strap and would like to use it, you're welcome. Just place the right foot onto the strap and lift up. Press the left leg to the floor. Grabbing on with the right hand, extend the leg out to the side. Try and keep both hips, sides of the hip onto the mat. Recline twist. Inhale, you're going to lift up, switch hands, and exhale over the body. You're welcome to use props here if the legs won't reach the floor. Your right hip will lift off the floor, but try and keep both shoulder blades onto the floor. Deep breath in, maybe lift that foot a little bit higher. Find that edge. Breathe. Deep breath in, begin to engage the left leg, and then start to lift the right. Breathe. Maybe bring that right foot closer to you. Feel the stretch through the hamstring. Try to straighten the leg out just a little bit more. And release. Bring that right knee in. Squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg down. Inhale. Left leg. Squeeze on an exhale. And get ready for this side. If you would like to use the strap for the left leg, this is the time as we extend that left leg up towards the ceiling. Right leg engages towards the floor. Stretching through the hamstring at first. Breathe. Now exhale out to the side, away from the body. Keep both hips on the floor. Breathe. Engaging that right leg to the floor. We're going to lift the left leg up. Switching hands and exhaling the left leg over. Up. Breathe. Maybe slide it up a little bit more, finding your edge. Breathe. Inhale, slowly lift up. Engaging that right leg to the floor, remember. Maybe bring that left foot a little bit Further up, finding a deeper stretch in the back of your left leg. Try to straighten that left leg, breathe, and exhale, release, bring that knee in, both knees in, gently move side to side, massaging your lower back. Exhale, both legs down, extend the entire body. Deep breath in, exhale everything out the mouth as you drop the arms side to side. Finding Shavasana. Notice the breath flowing effortlessly, coming back to its natural rhythm. Relaxing the entire body, the face, the shoulders, surrendering the ribs, the hips into the mat. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Gently move the head side to side, bending your knees and moving them side to side. And when you're ready, dropping the knees to one side, rolling over, taking a breath or two here before coming up into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, arms come up, reaching up. And exhale into prayer. Allow the shoulders to drop, chin to drop, feeling that last bit of stretch through the neck. Inhale, lift. Acceptance. Remembering to accept who you are, where you've come from, and maybe why. Having the courage to accept, and therefore the courage to defend those that cannot defend themselves. Finding peace in that. That peace is your life. The light in you sees and honors the life in you, which means namaste. Thank you. Thank you everyone on Facebook and Zoom. Thank you to Primeplus